Hello.
Hello.
What's up? I think we're live. I can never tell. I mean, I think
It
I can
says we're
tell
live.
because it says live right there. What's going on, Ryan? How are you?
I'm doing okay, dude. Just living a dream, collecting some toys, what have you. How about yourself?
Doing all right. It's a rainy, cloudy day where I'm at in New Jersey right now. So it's nice to get a break from just doing stuff around the house to hop in and just relax, talk some toys. The in-stock sale was earlier this morning. Some scored. What's up, Raph? What's up, Mr.
There he
LeBron?
is.
Yo,
Late
yo,
night.
yo. What up?
Where's
What
this
up?
guy
What
at?
What's going on, man?
up?
Oh,
How's everybody
that's what I
doing?
should have worn.
Pretty
I
good.
should have worn that shirt.
Come on, man. Thought you guys were all gonna wear your shirts. Well, at least Ryan's got a shirt on. There you go.
I'm wearing.
Good job, Ryan.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Still trying
I
to
have-
lose weight to
I
fit
have
into that
a
shirt.
purple shirt.
There you go. At least it's purple. Good job.
So Rick Jones says a mighty struggle and a bloodbath. As I was cartjacked 2 minutes into the sale, reassessed battle strategy and came out without one warrior I had planned on. No barge today. He sold out quick.
Damn.
Facebook user, my good buddy. Facebook user, very excited. Facebook user. For anybody that's on Facebook,
What's going on, Bill?
if you want your name to show, click. There should be a little link in the post, and you can, permit your name to be shown or not. It's up to you.
You know
What's
what's
up,
funny?
Bill? What's up?
I just before I logged on with you guys right now, like I totally didn't even think about the in stock sale. I just looked at the site right now just to see what was sold out. Like I had no intention of even going into that bloodbath. It's just like I said, after so many times of like just complete failure at that whole thing, it's just like, yeah, I'm very happy with the inventory I have, so I'm good. But
Yeah.
Congrats to anybody who did score, some stuff that they were looking for or figures that they didn't have or extras, you know what I mean? So good job.
As a matter of fact, there is
There's actually still quite a few available, which I was very surprised.
a current look here. So if you can see this, so it was a mix of Alithia. So this was like the long-awaited Alithia wave in stock sale, mixed with some All Stars 5, and then with just some other random stuff. You had the Stone Troll 2, you had Forest Troll 2, and the original Ice Troll from Soul Spiller. So you get like the one head, and then I think that's it, right? Oh, and then Anniversary Equidron that they just had. I didn't need to do that, thank goodness. Somebody was nice enough to make sure that I had an Anniversary Equidron. And I didn't need to get a Krotos either, because somebody was nice enough to make sure I had a Krotos.
That's right. Bat Bros.
And then, the regular version of the Unknown one, which is still available. Tibius was All Stars 5. A mouse pad, which I think is one of the first times. Was this available at a show one time? I don't remember.
No, that's the first time I'd seen that thing. That's pretty cool.
And then a glow in the dark pin, and then a blue and gold 4 Horsemen pin, and the stand like usual. And Lord Dragul and Darina were both available, both sold out now. I kind of knew that I wasn't gonna. I've been trying to do a lot better, and I have, as far as the whole sticking to like some like a reasonable toy budget this year. I had up until May. May's been a little bit crazier. I actually have a big box from BBTS. I had to ship a pile of loot that arrived a couple of days ago, but I haven't gotten into it yet because my birthday's next weekend. So that's gonna be part of the birthday festivities, is to be busting open that big box.
Nice.
It's mostly new master stuff, to be honest with you. I haven't done a lot of like Origins since like they first came out, but there were some recent releases that I thought were really dope and I wanted to get. So that was cool. So I knew I wasn't going to go too nuts. I did think about trying to get an Ice Troll. because the damaged box price was $80 or something like that, like something crazy.
Yeah. Why not?
That and I could use another Alithia. But I popped in at the beginning. I was like, and I put an ice troll and an Alithia in my cart. And I was like, I wasn't going to get anything. Should I get anything? And I was like, let me let fate decide. And I waited another like 2 seconds, and then the ice troll was sold out. And then Alithia sold out maybe 15 minutes later, something like that, 20 minutes later. So the forest troll, the ice troll. Here, let me go back to my thing here. The first ones to sell out that I saw, Anniversary Equidron, and it sounds like that one went very, very quickly. And that was it was an incomplete bundle, so I guess just the figure only. So no. Oh, so I guess the figure was still in the box, but just none of the pins or the shirts or whatever.
Yeah.
So Anniversary Equidron was probably first. Ice Troll, Forest Troll, Bardric were very close thereafter. Dragul, Dorino were close thereafter, and the pin was pretty quick. And then the Stone Troll went a little while after that. This is another thing. Well, first, before I get to my dumb little story, Ryan, did you think about getting any of this stuff or no?
If I would have jumped on, it would have been for Bardric, but according to Bill, it went in second, so I probably would have missed out anyway.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's so much buzz about Bardric. I mean, he's a really great figure, especially if you're into that whole woodland theme, and I know a lot of people really are. And there's been a lot of talk about him recently, so I know he's very, very popular.
I think if I would have wanted to go in and try to get to that, I think the only thing on this whole list that would even tempted me would have been that forest troll, because I don't have a forest troll yet.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's the only. I have a stone troll and I have Brontus. Those are the only 2 trolls I have. I'm not really into the trolls, so it's not like a big loss if I don't ever get ones. But I mean, if I was to, like I said, if I was to shoot for something, I guess it probably would have been that forest troll. And I'm really surprised. I mean, as from a customizer standpoint, I'm really surprised that what is that? Baron Voligar 2 is still available. I mean, that thing's loaded with great pieces to use for customizing.
Yeah, that is nuts.
Yeah, I mean, that thing is nuts. The parts on that are just fantastic, man, all throughout. I mean, there's so much good stuff on that figure. I mean, even if you had one to pick up a couple extras, just to, like I said, just to use it for customized pieces, it's just, like I said, it's an outstanding figure to have.
Here, hold on 1 second. Here. Yeah, I mean, that's an incredible figure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oops, sorry. That's more like it. Yeah, anybody that doesn't have a Baron Voligar 2, I mean, I would think about, I have my one that's on display, and then I have one in package. See, Eric, in Box Collector. In package, but signed by Eric Treadway. So that's why.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a crazy one to still be out there.
Yeah. I like I said, when I checked the site, I was like, wow, that's still available. That's crazy. That's like I said, that's such a great figure.
So, as far as trolls, the ice troll was something I saw. Probably it must have been after it first came out. I saw it at a show. It might have been ToyCon, but this is a few years ago, maybe 2019. Does that sound right? Maybe for him to be out. I think that's what it was. Probably 2019, because before I was really collecting Mythic Legions. I didn't really go. My first pre-order was Alithia. And I saw the ice troll at a couple of shows, and I was like, man, that thing is so cool. So I've wanted one for a while, and I finally got one at Legions Con 2 years ago. So that's the one that if it ever snows around here, he's going outside, then he gets posted on Instagram like later that day. So I've got one ice troll, that one. And then I got a forest troll. Actually, was the forest troll the first one I got? I got the ice troll at Legions Con. The forest troll I got as part of whatever that all-star pre-order was. I got him as part of that. And then I did just get the the new Ice Troll and the Brontis, and it was because I didn't have a Brontis and wanted one, and then the Ice Troll, I just wanted that Cyclops head. So
yeah.
Looks like Ryan lost the connection, so hopefully he can bust back in.
Yeah, he just messaged me, said lost connection.
Yeah,
it happens, Ryan. Don't worry about it, dude.
Yeah.
No worries.
Rick Jones says, I didn't have a regular knight, so I got Sir Owain. Gonna repaint him. Yeah, he's an awesome figure for pop and swaps, customizing, all that stuff.
Yeah, I have a ton of Owains in my inventory that I use constantly for customs. It's a great custom. Like I said, I always buy one figure to put in my collection untouched, and then the rest of them are just for trade or for customs. That's all they're for. I mean, that's why I usually have so much inventory of other figures, because it's just, like I said, depending on the body styles and stuff, I utilize all their parts, or especially the night bodies. They're a little bit harder to come by these days. So when you get them, it's like you got to get them in bulk.
Yeah, I felt like he was a sleeper in that All-Star wave. But he's just awesome. He's a great base to use for so many different things.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Such a great base.
What's your deal with the pins? Are you into the pins at all or no?
Me?
Yeah.
Some, I guess. I'm not at all a completist. If I get some, I get them. If I don't, I'm not like, it's no big loss to me. Like, I didn't get the I don't think I got like the Father Christmas pin. Like that one didn't really, I don't know, it didn't really appeal to me. Like I got the Headless Horseman one, and I've gotten a couple of, like I said, the 4-H ones. The pin set that I think is probably the most exclusive and probably the best one to have is the faction pin set. And I got that a long time ago. I bought that at the table at Designer Con from the 4 Horsemen table, and that's, like I said, that's like one that's like you can't touch that one. There's no, once you get it, those pins are definitely a grail piece, and I think it's really cool because it's like it's got all the faction pins, and yeah, it's a really cool thing to have. And I built like I've shown you, I built that whole shadow box with like the first mythic figure I ever came across or ever touched was the Chronal figure that was my friend's, that he actually ended up sending it to me later on down the line a couple years later, and I built a shadow box for it with the whole Legions display in it and everything. It's got the whole faction pins, but yeah, that's about it. Like I said, I pass on most of the pin sets. I did buy all in on the Sun Wukong, just so I can get the 2 pins, which the regular one and the gold exclusive one, which I thought it was kind of cool to have the exclusive one on that particular set, because that set was just freaking fire, man. I'm still beyond words on that whole set. It's so ridiculously good.
A castle, you say?
A castle, wow.
Oh wait, is this it right here? It's taking forever to load. Yeah, this has got to be it. All right, here, hold up. All right, let's take a look at this freaking castle he's talking about. Yeah, here we go. So can you see that? Yeah, you can see that.
Jesus, yeah, here we go. Oh my God.
So Xiao Ying, I don't know who this is. Hold on. Thanks for the heads up, JG. Now let's what do we got here?
Oh my God, look at that.
If that's a 1/12 scale figure, and it looks like it is, look how huge this is.
Jesus.
Oh, okay, I see. So it's the face. Let's see how far it goes.
Oh, okay, it's just like the face of a cow. That's beautiful, though, man. Look at the detail in that.
Yeah, that is.
Look at the detail in the brickwork and everything. That's freaking awesome.
Woo!
Wow, that's cool, man. Talk about photo ops right there, dude. That's freaking photo ops central right there. That's now so cool.
Somebody's definitely gonna have something like this for Legions Con now.
Yeah,
if they weren't already. Yeah.
Like I said, I would totally have something like that in my display, but it's like I said, storing something like that, or just the, I don't even know what a display like that. What would that cost? To have somebody make something like that for you, it's ridiculous.
I honestly don't even know. But
I mean, that'd probably be half my year's budget right there, just on a display. I
don't
mean,
even want to like wager.
I wouldn't
how
even
many
know,
pins.
or like I said, starting that kind of work and detail and stuff like that. I mean, I could only do so much, but geez, that's ridiculous. That's so beautiful. I like how he put it up against that hillside.
Yeah,
Perfect.
good
Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah, total good perspective. That's awesome. Great shot right there.
Wish I could see it next to a person.
Oh, you could tell it's big, dude. That's
Yeah.
freaking. It's easily over 18 inches tall, or I mean, because
See, look
there's a
how-
6-inch figure right there. So
Yeah.
yeah, wow, that's freaking beautiful, man. That's so cool. That's so cool.
You could do it, but this is taking up like most of a wall or a part of a
Yeah,
wall.
yeah.
You know?
Like I said, where do you put something that big? It's like,
Maybe if you have like a
man.
big garage or something like that.
Yeah, wow. Or a basement. Lucky,
What?
dude. I
Yeah,
wish I had a basement, dude.
having
I
a basement
wish.
is the best.
Yeah, you freaking you East Coast guys, you're living large with basements.
All right. Hoping Ryan can hop back in here, but so I asked about the pins because, especially early on, I've never been like a pin person. I never collected them or anything like that. But just from like being around and doing things, you start like having them, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know?
exactly. Whether you like it or not, yeah. I mean, it's like I mean, and now everybody seems to be handing out their own pins, so it's like, okay, I get, yeah, sure, I'll take one. That's cool.
But and the ones you end up with, it's probably from something cool, right? Like I have a pin from my first G-Con, I
Right,
have a
right.
pin from Intern for Day, and those things
Yeah,
mean something to me, right? So
yeah,
like
yeah, totally.
now I like them. So then now when I get another one, like when I get one with like the Headless Horseman all in,
Yeah,
that's meaningful too. But I was like, what am I gonna do with them? You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like I
yeah,
didn't know what to
totally.
do with them.
It's
So
funny that like the intern pins, like I have my intern pin from the intern that I went to, but
uh
I've also had people give me intern pins from the previous interns, and
mhm.
I don't keep them because I don't feel like I earned them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that pin I feel like I earned. I'm like, yeah, this is the one I went to. So it's like I keep that one, but the other ones I don't because I'm like, no, I didn't go to that one. I wasn't there. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But it is
Yeah.
cool, like I said, having some of the exclusive pins. Like I have one of the it's kind of a hard one to come by. It's the glow in the dark cabal one.
Ooh,
Yeah, I have
okay.
one of those. That one's a tough one to find. And like I said, I have a couple of them that are pretty I guess pretty rare, but yeah, like I said, I'm not really a pin guy, but like you said, you have really no choice in the matter anymore because they seem to be coming in all directions, and it's like, and you get them and it's like, okay, what do I do with them? So, hey, there he is.
There
Oh
he is.
shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
Welcome back.
I'm on my mobile hotspot on my phone because the Wi-Fi here just took a complete shit. I can't connect at all.
Figures.
So hopefully the connection's a little better.
Yeah, it's all good.
So this is what I did with mine. Here, let me easier if I do this. Hold up.
Is that a tie or a big lanyard or what?
It's a tie.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
So this is so like the green screen doesn't screw it up.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
That's
Headless
sweet.
Horseman, Wolf King, Eric Miller, G-Con.
Oh, that Eric Miller one's dope, dude.
Right?
That's a pretty exclusive one right there.
How sick is that?
I have the Eric Miller, the one that just says EM on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like his
Mhm.
Yeah.
logo. But that one's dope, dude.
You bringing that
Yeah.
to this year's Legion Con? Gonna add more pins to it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing is I was saying before, I didn't really know what to do with the pins, like
Yeah.
why while I was accumulating them. But I decided to do this just to, because I wear the tie in the videos sometimes and stuff. I was like, that'd be cool to get like something that looked like a Legion's themed tie. So I got one with skulls on it and just throw all the pins on it. But
Yeah.
I'm running out of real estate there, so I don't know what I'm gonna
Yeah,
do with
you
more.
will fast, that's for sure.
And that did make me like when I looked at, I was gonna pop into the in stock sale. Here, let me put this back up. I was gonna pop into the in stock sale anyway, just because I wanted to see if there was going to be any surprises, right?
Mm.
Like we knew about the anniversary Equidron, we knew about Dorina and Dragwool, so I wanted to see if there's going to be anything else, and there really wasn't. And I remember scanning through everything and seeing like the glow in the dark Four Horsemen pin. And I'm like, yeah, I don't need another pin. It'll be something else. But I think now that I'm starting to accumulate these pins, now I'm starting to look at them differently. And like I went back and I'm like, well, it is glow in the dark. I'm like, that is like another one of my things. But that thing sold out pretty quick. The one thing that happened a little bit differently, or of note at least, was the second pin, the blue and gold one, didn't show up until about, I want to say 20 minutes in ish. Like it wasn't there right away, maybe a little bit less than that. Like, but it didn't show up. I don't think it's until stuff started to sell out. And then I was like, should I get that? That looks pretty cool too. But now they're all sold out. But yeah. All right, let me get So what else? What's been going on this week, guys?
Trying to take pictures, but super frustrating that they're not coming out great.
Yeah, but your pictures are awesome though, man.
Trial and error, man. Trial and error. You just keep pushing through, man. Freaking, like I said, you'll get what you want after a while.
But also, and I hear this a lot, comparison is the thief of joy. And like I take my pictures and put them up against someone like Trevor, who's been doing this for however long.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like it completely deflates my ego. So I got to stop doing that shit.
Oh man, yeah, you can't do that to yourself. That's just
yeah. You've got to just. I think it's how do you tell somebody how to feel, right? Like, but I guess I just like my problem is I have the opposite problem. Like and it's like always with anything like semi-creative that I do, even though like I know that I'm not like I know like academically, like it might not be the greatest or even good, right? Like even good. Every single thing that I do, I love. I absolutely love it to no end. Probably just because like I did it, which is problematic if you're trying to get better at something.
Yeah.
Like, I remember trying to like make music with like these other two guys, right? And both better than me, right? And especially the one guy was really, really awesome. And it was like every time I would do something, I'm like, yeah, that sounds really good. Like I'm good with that. But then like they would like tweak it or do something to it. I'm like, yeah, that's way better. That's even better. So
Bill does have a good point. Yeah.
Go ahead. Dude.
Yeah.
So I do every now and again go all the way back to my like first post where I started quote unquote toy photography. Man, some of that stuff is cringe. But he's right. It comparatively from then to now, it is better by leaps and bounds in like my wheelhouse anyway.
Yeah. I just figured, dude, just enjoy it regardless. You know what I mean? Just enjoy it. That's the whole part. The best part of it is just to enjoy, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like customizing, photography, pop and swaps. I mean, collecting, you know what I mean? I don't have all the figures, but what about the ones that you do have? You know what I mean? Enjoy those. And hey, shout out to Rick Jones. Yeah, man, I do remember you. He bought one of my alder mooses at the Mythic meetup. That was pretty cool, man. Freaking hope you're enjoying that figure, man. It's a freaking awesome figure.
Speaking of,
the moose is loose.
Late night LeBron was on the news from the meetup.
Oh yeah, did I? Well, I mean, I didn't actually. I don't think I made the cut on that. I know. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, whatever. It's just it's just one of those things. It was cool to talk to the cameraman or whatever. He was kind of interviewing me and asking me all about everything that we were doing there and what the whole Mythic thing was. So I was kind of just having diarrhea of the mouth going at it and talking to the guy and trying to put my best foot forward, I guess. So, but whatever. It's all good. Freaking. Matt Paul's the one who actually got camera time. They did a short interview with him, and he was real, quick and awesome with his answers. And yeah, I guess they were like, yeah, this is the guy we're going to use. I mean, because like I said, that was the coverage on that. It was probably like a 10-second blip, you know what I mean, on the news media. I mean, unless the place was burning down and there was tragedy in there, they don't give you more than 30 seconds on the news. They're like, yeah, a bunch of toy guys, fuck these guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but yeah, it was cool. It was cool to actually like I said, get some local news media coverage at that event that we put together and we're all part of. That was really cool.
And we got a couple of pictures here. It looks like you had a goblin running around.
Yeah, dude, this guy
That
came in
cosplay.
and was full on cosplay. He had built his whole thing, and it was, I mean, a beautiful costume too. I mean, he made all that leather stuff, all the leather goods he did himself, and
That's
all
awesome.
kinds of tooling and stuff. And I mean, it was amazing. Up close, it was just ridiculously good. It was like, it wasn't shabby at all. It was like really, really well put together. And his face mask was like 3 separate pieces, like the jaw moved, and it was crazy, dude. Yeah, the guy was full blown into it. It was awesome.
Oh, is this it on the news?
Yeah, that was just one of the yeah, they were like, those are just like still shots from it that they had.
Oh, that's a little Nikki shelf there.
Yeah, that was I shared my display with Nikki stuff. Nikki sent her stuff down, so I set up her stuff on mainly, which was like the 2 customs and her heads.
Nice.
I set it up on the top of this like display rack that we kind of put on the table, and then all of my customs were down below. So I was just sharing that space with me and her to sell, to help sell our stuff together.
I forget. Did you grab any of these?
I did. I grabbed like 3 or 4 of them.
Was it any of the ones that are in this picture?
3 of them I grabbed the night previous to the show.
Yeah.
because I got dibs on them. I was like, yeah, nobody's getting these, and I
got first crack at it.
I got first crack. Yeah, I was like, I freaking text Nikki. I'm like, I'm PayPaling you right now. She's like, all right, thanks. I'm like, cool. So and then I grabbed, I think I grabbed like 2 more at the end of the show. So yeah.
Those figures are awesome too.
Yeah,
it was cool, man. Like I said, she usually sends like quite a few more customs, but this time she only sent a couple of them.
Who's that?
Hey, I know
that?
I know that guy. Hey, that looks like me. Yeah, it was cool, man. Like I said, it was such a cool thing to, like I said, to me it was almost like being part of like the very first Legions Con.
Mhm.
The little hallway Legions
Intimate.
Con that they threw, and it's kind of like, well, let's just see what happens, get a couple people together and whatnot, and then the next year it was like, I mean, it just blew up. You know what I mean? So it's like, Walter and I, we had talked after Legions Con, last year, and kind of had a little, hour-long sit down at the bar by ourselves, in private, and we were just like, hey man, like, what do you think we can do? And like, we just started, kind of trading ideas, and I said, let's do something West Coast, man. Let's try to get something, even if the 4 horsemen can't come out, I mean, maybe we could start doing what all these other guys have been doing, which is the, what do they call it? The street team? Yeah, the street team thing. I said, man, I said, if these guys could do it, I said, damn well I'm down. I said, and I said, who better to represent it than you, Walter? I mean, if anybody's gonna hype it and be the kind of go-to guy to, represent the 4-H product and bring some people together, let's try it out. So like I said, this was kind of like the icebreaker, and it turned out well. I mean, I think we could have done a little bit better as far as foot traffic, but I mean, a lot of people showed up. A lot of people came from long distances, which I was very, very humbled by, to know that people came, as far as I did, or even farther than I did, and just to be a part of it, or to, check it out. So it's just, it was great, man. Like I said, and now it just gives us, motivation to do something bigger and better next year. You know what I mean? It's just, and trust me, we're already looking at spots. We're already getting plans together, and it's gonna be a time, and probably a time not to be missed. Trust me, it's gonna be awesome.
Sweet. So was this there at the this shot right here with David?
No. That's David inside of somebody's collection room. I don't know who's. Oh, that's probably him inside of I think that's Israel's house, because I know he went to Iz's house. So he was. It was probably a picture of him checking out his collection, and that's Iz's setup at his table outside. He was set up outside at a table. He had a bunch of stuff there. So
nice.
Yeah, it was really cool. And look at that. I mean, come on. I mean, what better showcase can you get than to have the, the 4-H artist there? I mean, Nate, I mean, it's just like, dude, I mean, talk about drawing a big name with us, you know what I mean? And having to be a part of that first, event with us. I mean, that was totally cool.
So as far as like customs and painted heads, like were people spending money and stuff like that, or was it kind of
Okay,
like
well, okay, let's put it this way. The first, let's say the first 30 to 40 people that were in line, they were there obviously because they knew Mythics were going to be there, which, I mean, Mythics haven't been on a con table in the West Coast in 3 years now. So that's like, I mean, you just don't see it. You don't see Mythics on any con table ever. So to have that opportunity to come in and buy those figs, obviously a lot of those people were there for that reason and kind of that reason only. What they, and now granted, they were there willing and able and ready to spend, probably, a couple $100, buying Mythic Legions figures that aren't readily available as they used to be, but they weren't necessarily ready to spend their money on full custom figures. Let's say,
gotcha?
you know what I mean? They, like I said, a lot of them, they were really surprised at like everything else that was there aside from just the Mythics table. They're like, oh wow, what's that? And oh whoa, what 3D printed parts? They were like, you know what I mean? Like they had never, and a lot of them, we probably talked to maybe, I want to say like 30 or more people that came to the table that were actually like, hey, what are these? Like, you know what I mean? It was like their first time ever seeing Mythic Legions. They had never seen Mythic Legions ever. So it was like they were like checking them out. And of course, Walter and me and everybody else, we were talking to people about them and how they pop apart and how you could swap parts and stuff like that. And people use them to customize them. And I was showing some of my customs and they were like, whoa. And of course they would be like, you know what? Yeah, let me grab like 1 or 2 figures. You know what I mean? But like we met a ton of people like, and that's so surprising to me, especially in the toy community, that you still meet people to this day,
Yeah,
this far along in the line, that have never actually seen a Mythic Legions figure. It's like, what? Like you've never seen these? Like, how could you, like, you know what I mean? Like, people are like, yeah, I collect Marvel Legends or I collect, Classified or Black Series or, you know what I mean? So it's weird. It's just weird to still meet people to this day that are like, yeah, I've never seen these before. It's like, whoa, like that's crazy. But hey, that's cool too, man. Right on. Welcome to the club. You know what I mean? Like grab a couple figures and see what you think. You know what I mean? They of course they're looking at them, they're like, oh man, the details are exceptional and oh, these are so cool. And we had a couple of loose figures, out of package that we took out of package, and we're like, yeah, here, man, like check it out. Like, they're like, messing around with them, articulate them, and then I'd like grab it and like snap the figure in half. They're like, oh my god, and you're like, no, this is this is how it goes, and you just pull the parts off and stuff and kind of show them what it does, and they're like, oh man, that's cool. And yeah, it was, like I said, it was kind of a trip, but no, like I said, they weren't necessarily there. Like I said, it definitely wasn't the Legions con crowd. I mean, because like I said, my table would have been wiped out if it was. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I sold what I sell. I sold 2 of my figures, and then I traded one to somebody. So I for something that I wanted. So like I said, I brought, and to me it was kind of a blessing in disguise, because it's that many more figures that I don't have to make for Legions Con. I just wrap those up and put them away in a box, and I'm like, okay, well there's like 11 or 12 figures that I don't have to make. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
So it's kind of like, oh, phew. But yeah, it was a good time all around, man. Like I said, and for me personally, just to go up there and spend 4 days with Walter, just me and him, just broing down and just kicking it and just having a good time and just shooting the shit and just being dudes. You know what I mean? It wasn't me and him. We, like I said, we have a pretty cool personal connection when we're by ourselves and not with the whole, like, the crowd. And, he always laughs at me. He's like, it's so funny every time, people come around, they're like, Walter. And he's like, and he goes, and you just veer the other way. He goes, oh yeah, I'll see you later, dude. Like, he's like, you've never been that guy. You know what I mean? He goes, everybody gets all hyped on, on who I am. And I'm just like, dude, I'm just a regular guy. And I go, yeah, I've never treated you anything less than just a regular dude. I said, you're just another guy to me that just likes Legions, man. It's just, yeah, we always have a good time. So it was cool, just like I said, hanging out at his house and kicking it with his kid, and yeah, it was cool, man. And I got
So
to, like I said, go ahead.
was there beer and tacos?
Oh,
Was
dude,
that as soon as you rolled up, you
as
guys
soon
got beer and tacos?
as soon as I rolled up, we pounded like 4 beers, and then we went and had tacos at a taco truck. Nonetheless, yeah, we were just grinding tacos, and then yeah, it was just it was beers and tacos all weekend long. It was all
Awesome, man.
good, man.
That sounds like heaven. You're describing heaven to me right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beers, tacos, and mythics all for like 4 days. Yeah, it was freaking awesome. Freaking awesome.
Tomas popping in. It definitely looks like it was a great time, man.
Yeah, it totally
yeah.
was, man. It totally was, you know.
Rick Jones says, "What about San Jose?"
Yeah, I always heard that's a huge show. I've always wanted to get up there and go to that, but have not had the time to do it just yet. I have some buddies that live up in the San Jose area, and I that have always invited me up there, and I'd love to get to that show.
Cool. So I'm waiting for some slides to load up.
No doubt.
So it was kind of a wild. It's been a wild week. I had this week was the lawyers convention in New Jersey. The State Bar Association has their convention in Atlantic City every year. So that was this week, and then I had like some important work stuff happening. So I like went down to AC for the conference for like one night, stayed over, and then came back the next day and got ready for court and had all that stuff.
Is that picture you took with
stressful.
that? I guess she was a lady that helped you through the bar exam or something like that. I seen a picture with you and
Yeah, no, that was like I guess you call it like a charity dinner for something called the Tri-County Scholarship Fund, where they take like a lot of disadvantaged kids and like pay for them to go to like private school and then get them scholarships to go to college. So it's
awesome.
one of one of my one of my mentors really at work that I've worked for years and years and years. That's like his baby. He's like a trustee of that thing. So we were at that dinner. I'm normally at that every year. And the woman who's in the photo is this woman, Paula Francesi. And she teaches property law at Seton Hall Law School. But she's also famous for teaching property law as part of the class that you take before you take the bar exam. Like everybody takes like this intensive 6-week course, whatever the hell it is, right? And she's one of the more famous instructors. And so among like nerdy lawyers, she's like pretty like she's just famous among lawyers. Like people even she was one of the honorees that night at the dinner, and like a judge who was being honored, he's like, it's just kind of funny. He's like, Paula's like a celebrity. Like among all of us, she's a celebrity. It's like, think about that for a second. She's a celebrity from teaching property law. And it's like, what? Like, I don't know. So that was like just a cool little thing.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah. So what else can we talk about here today?
I'm stepping up on my Mezco game. That's for sure.
You are.
Yeah, I've been acquiring some really dope figures lately, and I'm really stoked. I don't know what the hell you guys did to me, but every time you guys talk about Mezco, it freaking has drawn me farther and farther down that damn rabbit hole. So I'm very, very happy that I have a lot to trade. So and just yeah, I've been doing some really good deals, and everything's went smooth as butter. So I'm really happy. I'm always happy to do great business with great people. And like I said, take care of people like you would want to be taking care of yourself. You know what I mean? It's like, it could be complete strangers, or it could be people that you've known for years through the cabal or through, personal friendships. But like I said, always take care of people and you'll be taken care of. And that's, like I said, that's totally what's been happening. So I'm really stoked. And like I said, I'm really super pumped on some of these figures that I've gotten so far. So it's been pretty awesome.
Speaking of, I am on the Baron Benz situation. I just got to tear apart some boxes over there.
Like I said, no rush whatsoever, dude. There's no rush whatsoever. Like I said, it's just one more of those ones that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check that one off the list, and okay, I guess I'll probably end up getting that one. Like I said, I got the black version only because I got the black version because I like it, because it like I said, three of them so far that I've gotten. I got two of the Murder Hornet sets, and then I got the Black Baron Benz, and those three figures I'm actually going to use as background figures for my Cosmic display because I think they'll fit in well with Cosmic.
Perfect.
Yeah, and then of course I got that sod cutter, which is freaking awesome. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that freaking! I was like, I can't believe how cool this figure is. It's just when I opened up that package and I was like, look at all these accessories. I was like, holy shit!
I'll be honest with you, I skipped it when it first went up, and then Jonathan put up his review. And I was like, damn, I regret skipping it. And then I think it was Jonathan who said it was up for pre-order again. So I hopped on it and he was like, you won't regret it. I did not.
Yeah, Sod Cutter's he's awesome. He's so unique too. He's just a different structure than like any other Mezco or any other figure that I can even think of. And of course with Mezco the accessories are all nuts. They're all insane.
They always jam pack everything into that box.
Yeah. I got this guy arrived this week, Destro, who's freaking awesome. Here's a couple of shots I took of him on the kitchen counter.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is he the only G.I. Joe one that you pre-ordered? I can't remember if you pre-ordered all of them or if you're just cherry picking.
Very much just cherry picking. I just pre-ordered Destro and Roadblock, and I think that's it. I didn't really even get like the Snake Eyes. I mean, I think Mezco's kind of perfect for Snake Eyes, but it's just like, how many Snake Eyes do I need? You know, how many?
Right.
You know, how many do I need? I don't need that many. But this Destro, this guy is a contender for Figure of the Year.
Yeah, that thing is dope. Sorry about that. I took a call from my wife. But yeah, that Destro is freaking amazing, dude. That thing's
tons of accessories.
So sick.
Could you put that up and then put your hand behind it? It's like getting into the background.
The easiest way to kind of do this is just to take off my virtual background.
Damn. Does the case light up?
It does. I just
awesome.
And I actually forgot that. I forgot that it did that. And I was just going through, and you know how it is. It's 3 trays. They're all stocked with all kinds of crap.
Yeah.
And I just forgot because it's been so long. And I got to the batteries, and I'm like, wait, so there's a light up feature on this too? And it's the case. The case lights up. I'll probably do it when we're done here. But like things like Mezco is they're just insane with the
like I said, looking at that figure again, it just, I mean, the lantern that it comes with lights up, his head lights. It's like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, these are all light up features on this thing. I'm like, this is so cool.
And then anybody who had the vintage action figure knows, or even the classified one, he's got this little necklace with like this like ruby type stone in it, sculpted into the figure. Mezco gives you an actual chain necklace.
That's awesome, dude.
That's sweet.
So
I haven't even put it on yet, but like,
so freaking awesome. Here's a dilemma. Here's a Mezco dilemma I'm going through now that I'm, like I said, falling down this rabbit hole.
Do it. Just order it.
I know, dude.
Don't think twice.
I know, dude. It's okay. But here's my dilemma. So I'm looking at the figures. I'm like, okay, I like, okay, I want to get, you know what I mean? And the one I came across that I'd never really thought about, because I'm not a huge DC fan, but there's no denying that I need a Superman in my life. I need at least one. I don't care what it is, just a good Superman figure, right? So I'm torn between the newest release of the Superman they just did, which is freaking awesome, or do I go total like nostalgia and do the Chris Reeves version?
Oh,
I can tell you
what I mean. Huh?
Yeah, they're both great.
Yeah. And I'm looking at both of them like, dude, Chris Reeves, like that's like, it's like the Michael Keaton of Superman. You know what I mean? It's like, he's the guy.
Here's my suggestion. Other than getting both, I say get the Reeves. Knowing you,
Yes.
I think the Reeves set will mean more to you,
I
and
think
it
so
comes with the
too.
Fortress. It comes with the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah,
lights
yeah,
up.
Like,
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
dope.
I'm kind of leaning towards the Reeves version. I was like, oh man, like that's such a good one. And even when I saw it when it first came out, when it was up on pre-order, I was like,
Mhm.
ooh, that's a cool figure. I was like,
Yeah.
it was kind of like one of those things where it was kind of like, oh man, like that's a total nostalgia feel. Like I wanted to like order it, but I was like, no, I don't do Superman. Like, I don't have anything Superman. I've never had a Superman toy ever, not one. I've never bought a McFarlane or Justice League stuff or anything. And it's like, okay, but if I was gonna get a Superman, like that would be dope. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm leaning way more towards the Chris Reeves one. So
Hell yeah.
yeah. Ah,
So
bless you.
Thank you.
This is the Fortress of Solitude base that he comes on, and this is him. He's just. I have a Mezco skull on. And the idea and the Fortress of Solitude. It takes batteries.
Yeah.
But it has a mechanism that it'll light up when you drop in. Like he's got like the little crystals or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of them is green, like it's kryptonite. It's so freaking cool. The idea behind this was that he got hit with the kryptonite, so he was like dying or something like that. And that's why he was all slumped over.
That's awesome.
But I think the Reeve figure is awesome. I think the likenesses are really good.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just perfect.
I think that's definitely where I'm leaning towards because that's I don't know. It's just like I said. Now that I've been looking at them, I'm like, God damn it! Like now I want a Superman figure.
And honestly, you can keep that tin because the tin it comes in is beautiful too.
Yeah.
It's I would buy that like by itself.
Definitely. Yeah, that's one thing that's pretty cool too about some of the previous ones that I've purchased is like having it kind of just feels a little bit more special to have that one that comes with like an exclusive tin, like the Nosferatu or the Wolverine one that I got that has that Wolverine, the yellow tin that it comes in.
Yeah.
It's like I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool to have them that have those special tins with them. It's pretty cool.
Although if you did go the newest Superman release, that also comes in like an old school like lunchbox.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's a win-win no matter what you pick.
no matter what. Yeah, it's freaking cool.
So pop this. So I wanted to give a quick shout out. So I've started listening to the Euro Legions podcast, which is John Malcolm and Richard Jones, John Caulfield, and Malcolm. And it's pretty cool. Like there's so much stuff out now. Like every time you turn around, there's like a new live or a new show or a new thing. And like every single day, there's like multiple shows or whatever. And at some point, it's like, all right, there's going to be like overload or whatever. From my own personal experience, I can say I've listened to like 3 or 4 episodes of the Euro Legions podcast, and it's cool. It's just it's like a different speed, a different vibe. It's like you downshift the gears a couple of gears, and it's just kind of cool. Like I hopped in. They did a couple of episodes where they were kind of going through every faction, the Legions faction, and talking about like their favorites and different things, and that was cool. Last week they had a really dope one with I hope I say his name right. Sebadam from Planetary Dog Toys.
Yeah.
And his was so cool because he was talking a lot about just like his life, about like living in Argentina and then moving to Italy and living there and what it was like, and then moving to Spain and how much he loves it there now. And it was like I didn't expect when I turned it on to like hear like this experience of living in these different countries and what led him from one to the other. And it was really, really cool. And it's like, it's one of those, when I talk about the speed of it, it's just like, it allows itself to breathe and you can just kind of relax and like kind of get into the conversation more. And it's also cool that it's like a podcast, it's just audio. It's just them talking. There's no interruptions. It's just them. Like anywhere you listen to podcasts, if you do, I would recommend it. So on, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere. It's up everywhere. So highly recommend.
The only one it's not on is Google Podcasts.
Oh, okay. I don't use that one. So
yeah, I've yet to check it out. I've been meaning to, but like you said, it's like every minute you turn, man, it's like there's another live or another podcast or another, it's like, oh man, I'm like trying to catch up on all the, the stuff that I, missed, it's like, oh shit, I haven't had a chance to do it. But big, you know what? Big props to them on their logo with the sword and the the laser gun, like a space gun. That's cool.
Covers both.
Want to hear something funny? Want to hear something funny? When I first saw it, I'm like, wait, what's the gun for? I'm like, there's no guns in Mythic Legions. And I'm like, oh, Cosmic Legions. That's a laser.
The laser gun, yeah.
Honestly, this couldn't have come at a better time because they basically replaced Legions Cast, because I cannot remember the last time a Legions Cast episode was new.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's good stuff though.
Yeah. And a bunch of great dudes too.
Oh, yeah.
Every one of those guys were so great. It was so awesome to meet those guys. It was just they were just wonderful. It was so amazing.
Yeah, they have a table at Legions Con this year.
Oh, nice.
Really? Nice. Yeah. On one of the episodes, he said it.
Cool.
Very cool. Awesome. Very cool. Good for them, man. Good for them.
All right, so we got to talk about this for a little bit.
Oh God,
Monkey King, bro.
My God, bro. Can't wait.
So last weekend, everyone here probably knows, but if you're randomly watching us, wondering what we're talking about, the new 4 Horsemen Figura Obscura drop was last weekend. We got the word, I think it was on Friday, that it was like, tomorrow, we're doing the new drop. The only photo they released was of all these scrolls and everything, so people were immediately like guessing about, like, was it something Egyptian? Is that papyrus? Or people were like, like zooming in on the scrolls.
Pirates.
Yeah, pirates.
Yeah.
And I was like, pirates. I'm like, I guess those could be maps. They would have to be maps for it to be pirates, right? So I was like, if it is a pirate, what body would they use? And I'm like, skeleton pirate, obviously. And I'm like, One-Eyed Willie. They need to make One-Eyed Willie. Right. But it wasn't any of that. The scrolls were from Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. What'd you guys think about this?
Right. Absolutely epic. There's so many new parts, and I do appreciate that they the packaging for the magnetic part, it is matte, so if you just want to set that up and take a picture in front of it, you can, and you won't get any glare.
Great call on Trevor's part to have that done too.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is going to be an epic figure. I can't wait to get this in hand. And honestly, the 2 people who guessed that, I don't know, were they just throwing stuff out and just saying, well, whatever?
Well, I'm not super familiar with the lore behind it, but I guess it depends on. I know that the scrolls are from the lore. If the scrolls are really, endemic to the lore, then maybe. It just, I wasn't super familiar with the character, the legend, all the stories that are behind it. So I wasn't, but I mean, I don't know. It seemed a lot of people seem to be excited about it.
Oh no, I'm excited. And the only reference that I have ever heard about the Monkey King, they did a live action Netflix show quite a few years ago, but that was more of like the I guess you would say the human depiction of him, whereas this is the actual monkey version of it.
Yeah. Rick Jones says Monkey King can't come soon enough. JG says 11 out of 10.
You're telling me. Yeah, it's kind of funny. The Monkey King, for me, myself, because I mean, like I said, I got a buddy who introduced me, who's always been he's an artist, and he's always introduced me to like new artists or like artwork that I've probably never come across or seen before. But he introduced me to a couple of Japanese artists, one being Katsuya Terada, who's a Japanese artist, and he's just one of these just amazing guys that just does these spectacular illustrations of all kinds of different things. He does everything from like X-Men to like anime stuff to kung fu to high crazy like just crazy like sci-fi stuff. And one of his things that he's very famous for is his interpretation of the Monkey King. And I have one of his books, and You can see these images of the Monkey King there, but he's just one of these guys that. And I saw this. I probably saw this maybe back in like 2008 or something like that. And ever since I've seen this photo, I was like, oh my god,
Whoa.
like that's such a freaking amazing looking character.
Here, hold on. Let me try to embiggen you.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's all right. Dude, you know what I'm seeing there?
That's sweet looking.
That?
Monkey King Arathier mashup.
Yeah,
with the flames on the head.
Yeah, isn't that cool? I mean, it's just, I mean, like I said, that's just one of his images. He actually there's an actual book that he wrote and did based on this character on the Monkey King. But yeah, this is just the way, like, this is just like a full book of like his like illustrations. It's got tons of his work in it. I mean, the guy just does like this amazing artwork and stuff. It's just incredible. But yeah, ever since I saw that picture, I was like, oh my god, like that's freaking. And I've always wanted to get the actual book, but it's like fucking like $70-$80 for it or more. But it's just, like I said, picking up this book that's like one of his like sketchbooks. It's got like a ton of his artwork in it. It's just one of those things. I was like, oh my god. So when this dropped, I was like, oh, forget about it, dude. Like, holy shit, they did it. They did it, and they did it right, man. It's like, it's just, I'm just blown away, dude. Like, I can't believe they made a figure with so many new parts. It's like 90% all brand new. It's like amazing. I can't believe they came up with that much stuff to put into this one figure.
Speak of the devil, dude. His shots of this figure are phenomenal. They're absolutely beautiful.
Great job, Trevor. Great job, dude.
Hello, fellow kids. What's up, Trevor? Yeah, here's a selection. I didn't grab every photo, but some of the coolest ones here. One of the cool things about this figure too is that I really like, people like have different tastes, right? When it comes to figures and art and stuff like that. And I think I'm drawn to more like ostentatious things, like bright colors, shiny metals, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And one thing about this character is with the detailed armor and everything, there's so much detail and vibrant bright colors and gold armor and all this stuff. And it's just like, oh my god, I love it. It's like sensory overload.
Yeah, just a home run all the way, man. Like I said, so many beautiful pieces, so much great sculpting. It's just, oh my god.
Also, that's maybe some necronuminous.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Not only that, but like, I know like these style of figures are right up your alley, Eric, but they're right in my wheelhouse too, because like with Demon Slayer, like I could imagine like the Buzzmod figures fighting this and him like just whooping some ass.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, my whole thing this whole year has been, as far as my personal collection and personal customs that I'm gonna make for my collection, I'm doing like a whole entire like samurai clan and like a whole like army of like samurai building. And I remember I showed you those two figures that I ordered from, what was that, 5K Toys, and then the one that tiger like samurai guy, and then that other one, dude. Though I'm like, I saw this come on, I'm like, dude, home run. I'm like, those are all gonna work so perfect together. I'm like, I can't wait to get these in hand, to put all of those figures together, just collaborated in one big display. It's gonna be freaking awesome. Plus all the other samurai inspired, or Ronin, or whatever you want to call, inspired mythic customs that I've made throughout the last couple of years. I'm like, oh, this is all gonna work so cool together. Yeah,
I know.
This is just amazing, all around amazing. And then, like I said, with all the extra parts, if you grabbed extras, I mean, to utilize some of those extra parts and stuff for other customs to go. I mean, some of the stuff that Bill did as far as pop and swaps, I'm like, oh, there's an idea. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yes, so cool, man.
Can I do this?
Is it Fury? Fury Toys Swordsman Tiger.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
yeah,
hold
that
on.
one. That's the one. Oh my god. Yeah,
Hold
that's
up. When
the
is
one
that
I got.
supposed to start shipping?
It said it was already supposed to start shipping from BBTS, but yeah, you know how that goes.
Yeah,
You
fair
know,
enough.
so yeah.
Oh,
But
here we go.
it should
We
be
gotta look
coming
at
soon.
this.
Yeah, it's oh my god,
shit, sorry.
that figure is gonna be so sick
Oh,
with
that was a
that
video.
monkey figure. It's gonna be freaking rad. I like I said, I'm just completely blown away all the new parts on this thing. It's just oh my god.
Just real
Like
quick.
the staff, the pauldrons, the gauntlets, the shin guards, the all the hands and feet, the swappable head plates. Oh my god, it's just like, dude, like I can't believe how much they put into that. Yeah, that one right
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'll look fantastic. Too.
Oh, it's gonna be so sick with that figure. It's gonna be so sick. I can't wait, dude. Yeah, I
This thing.
freaking love it, dude.
Is that like a ogre scale?
No,
figure?
no,
No?
I think it's like a 6 or 7 inch scale figure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
so it's
that'll work
yeah,
perfect.
it's gonna work perfect, dude.
He's
That
big
thing
though. He's beefy though, right?
Yeah, he's beefy, yeah, but he looks so sick, dude.
I might have to pre-order this.
I can't. I was like, dude, I have to have
Nuts.
this thing. I saw that. I was like, I gotta have it. I was like, I'm doing samurais. I was like, this is gonna totally work with that genre.
Pre-orders open right now. BBTS
Yeah.
95 Dolores.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to see this.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
Oops,
the
sorry.
other one that I got, if I could find a picture of, or if I could find, the other one that I got was it's called Asura, Asura. It's from V Toys.
What's
You can
that?
find
Yeah.
it's another like like a kung fu kind of guy, and it's just he's like a almost like a red orc looking guy, and he's
He's
like
a Oni, isn't he?
yeah, he's like I
Okay.
guess he's like an
Yeah.
Oni or something, yeah, but it's just and it's 1/12 scale, and like I said, it's full on just kung fu up the ass, man. It's just badass. I was like, dude, I have to have this figure.
I will say this. I like V Toys. They make a great figure articulation wise.
Right there.
I feel like they take a little longer with their releases.
Yeah. But like I said, again, aesthetically, like I said, looking at that figure, the tiger, then that monkey, and like I said, some custom, samurai style mythics to go along with these guys. Oh, it's gonna be amazing, dude. I can't wait. I've waited my whole life to have like cool ass samurai style like action figures. You know what I mean? Not some bullshit. I mean, the closest thing that anybody ever came to that I was like blown away was when what was that? When Bluefins and the Foosh released the articulated icons, and they had all like the samurais and ninjas and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, those are so fucking cool. I was grabbing those like in droves, man, when they first came out. But now I see stuff like this. I'm like, oh, this is the wheelhouse for sure. This is gonna be so cool. But yeah, like I said, that one, and I can't wait, dude. I cannot wait. Plus, too, who knows what they're gonna do with, like I said, with those parts. I mean, those are full samurai style parts. I mean, his pauldrons and stuff, and I mean that stuff just speaks, full on, martial arts style, action figures of some type.
Yeah. Wang. His name is Wang.
Wang, yeah.
Show us your Wang.
Soon enough.
Yeah, I knew you would dig this guy though, especially since I knew about your like affinity for like, the Asian style, Asian design, Asian samurai characters, that whole thing. Very much so. This was my favorite photo from the Monkey King photos, the leaping photo.
Yeah,
this thing jumps.
Awesome.
This thing jumps right out at you.
That's right. Yeah, dude, fucking bendy tail and all, dude. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Like, shit, dude.
Here's the accessories. Again, 2 heads, 4 face plates, so 4 different looks basically.
Dude, think about this too. I mean, pound for pound, no matter what figure lines you're into, regardless if you're a Mythics fan, any type of collector fan as far as action figures go, pound for pound, look at what you get for $60, dude. You know what I mean? It's like I don't think there's really anybody that compares, to what you get for your money as far as like the accessories and just the swappability and the things that you could do with this thing. It's like you could change them so many different ways. It's like, man, it's just great.
Yeah.
Freaking love it, dude. Like all those hands, the freaking feet, or the boots, you know what I mean? It's like, oh shit.
Don't forget the peach, man.
Oh, dude, come on. You get a peach too.
Food accessories, always.
Food accessories, yes.
And then I thought you might really like this sepia one.
Dude, yeah. That's actually my favorite shot is that one, because I always like, dude, that's fucking
shot.
cool. That's so cool.
And that's super traditional.
Old school kung fu movies, black and white kung fu movies. It's like, that's so fucking dope.
And then if you haven't already, Dorkler has a great review. He got the reveal of this one too. He had the reveal of the Headless Horseman and did an awesome job with it. And he got this one as well. It's really cool. The very beginning of the review is basically his unboxing. Like he doesn't know what it is either. And then you get like a full in-depth, Dorkler review of the figure. He gives you a great look at everything, and even gives you some initial pop and swaps,
dude. And props to Bill on the fucking pose right there, dude. That fucking pose rocks, dude. I took a screenshot. I'm like, dude, I'm totally posing mine like that. I'm like, that fucking pose kicks so much ass. I'm like, that pose is dope right there. Yeah.
And then he switched it out with the red parts from, I forget which one it is, from the Furious 4.
Praetorian or something like that.
Yeah. The red arms and the red legs. And
which looks awesome. Fucking fantastic too, dude. That looks great with the red arms and legs. I love it.
Yeah. And then even you can pop those, you have these monkey hands now and pop them onto well, I don't have his head on right now, but like a Kratos. This is my Kratos, and I just popped on the goblin head from the head pack, and it looks fucking amazing, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, imagine Kratos with like, even though they're monkey hands, they just look like little like beastly hands on them.
Yeah, totally.
So check that out if you haven't checked it out already.
So fucking dope, dude.
And
oh hey,
so we got the review. Yeah, we got the reveal, then the review of the Monkey King in the morning, and then that afternoon, Ryan and I met up at the Chubsy Wubsy grand reopening in Little Falls, New Jersey, which is a toy store in the same town as Four Horsemen Studios. And it's cool. It's a beautiful setup, new setup for the store there. If you've been to Legions Con, even if you're not from New Jersey, which is where the store is at, you will have seen Chubsy Wubsy at Legions Con. They always have a presence, usually have a presence at Toy Con too. It's a cool store. They have a whole little wall with just floor to ceiling Legions, all new stuff, all really new stuff, but like almost everything that was available that's new. And it's mostly I would say 98 or 99% modern stuff, but like tons of cool stuff. Like they got, they have tons of like Star Wars and stuff like that, but they've got like all kinds of Mezcos and NECA and Predator and Haya and Mythic Legions and all this other stuff. But what was cool as part of the grand reopening was that some of the Four Horsemen were there. And I missed most of them just because of when I had to get there. But Ryan, I think you said almost everybody was there, right? Except for just a couple of people.
Yeah, basically, except for Cornboy.
Yeah. And Jeremy. Right?
Yeah, and Jeremy. They also had the painted up figure of the Monkey King there, as well as the unpainted prototype.
Yeah.
So seeing the painted figure in person, I can't wait for that figure.
Yeah, so
you guys are so lucky, dude. I was so jealous. I was like, fuck, it was actually there. I was like, fucking A. I was like, that's so cool. They actually had it there, dude. That's so awesome.
Yeah, so I missed, I guess, because when I got there, look, I saw Bill Mancuso. He was just leaving. And Cookie was there, said hi to him. And then Eric was there too. And said hi to him real quick. But I guess they had taken the painted figure back, but they left the prototype there with all his accessories and everything, and the backer from the package and everything. So we got to take as long of a look as we wanted, like up close and personal. I snapped a bunch of photos of them.
Grab some stickers too. We got some stickers.
Nice.
Yep.
They had stickers.
Anybody know who made that Dio piece that they sat that thing on top of? That thing looks great, man.
I don't. And I was so focused on the figure, I didn't even think of it. But it's funny, as like when I pulled this picture up, I'm like, huh, I wonder where that Dio came from. I should have asked.
Yeah, that's perfect, man. If you're gonna use that as the backdrop, like as a display, that would be freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that works perfectly. That's like I said, you guys are so lucky, dude. That's so awesome that was there, right there for you guys to see.
So you could see, you could get a good look of the faceplates and you know the size and everything. Like,
hell yeah. And props to Chubsy, man. I know Brian Almeida did a walkthrough and took a bunch of pictures of the shop. Holy shit, that shop looks fucking beautiful, man.
Yeah,
very
really
well organized, very beautifully set up. Displays
it's pristine.
Yeah, it just looks
brand new,
awesome,
like,
dude. Yeah.
And they've got some impressive stuff back there. Look at that Venom statue in the background of this photo.
And props to Chubsy, because he wore that costume damn near all day, and I know he was sweating bullets.
Yeah, it was hot that day too. Yeah. They had a DeLorean outside, Eric. They had a
nice,
Back to the
dude.
Future DeLorean was outside. They had some people in pretty sick cosplay when I got there too. Like there was a Batman Who Laughs that was like terrifying.
I think I saw a couple pictures of the cosplayers outside. That was really cool for people to show up like that. Definitely representing, man. That's so cool. But yeah, what a beautiful shot, man. Props to him. And like I said, I'm not even gonna say that. I mean, I know this guy's just gonna kill it in your guys' neck of the woods, to have a shop like that just out there for the community and collectors to go in and grab stuff that they want and need. Like I said, these are the type of toy shops that I really miss in life. I mean, 20 plus years ago, when I used to go to like all the small, like, privately owned toy shops, or like the KB Toys and stuff like that. Not like the big chain stores, but before the Targets, before the Walmarts, before the Kmarts, all that stuff. When they started taking all the toy lines away, going to real toy stores like this, they just don't exist in California anymore at all. That's it. They're gone.
What's kind of cool is that and there's a few like stores like this in New Jersey. So I guess we're lucky in that regard. But like,
absolutely,
it's a beautiful shop, brand new, and it's kind of cool. Like I didn't grab a picture of it, the wall of Legions they have, but it's kind of cool because, if at any time you're like, oh, I could really use like a couple more, like whatever from the latest All-Star wave or something, right?
Yeah, you just go right in and.
Yeah, and it's only their retail price. So it's like going to BBTS, except you can get it right away and there's no shipping.
Yep. Yeah, that's really cool.
And you can get a nice piece of pizza. I did grab 2 pieces of slices of pizza while I was there. It's in like a little strip mall next to a pizzeria.
Oh, nice.
Which I tried to convince Ryan to get the pizza with me, but he had to roll.
Hey, maybe if this is just a suggestion. I know I'll be flying in on Thursday morning for Legions Con. I definitely would like a chance to make a run at this toy shop. I definitely would like to see it in person.
When how long are you staying again? Are you staying till Monday, Tuesday, Monday?
Till Monday, yeah. I'll be there from. I think I land at like 9 or 10 in the morning on Thursday, and I'll be there all 4 days, baby. I'll be there.
So I'm gonna miss some of it, I think.
Yeah.
Because I have to be, unless something changes, I think we're gonna be down in Florida for my daughter's ballet performance down there.
Yeah, you were telling us about that. Yeah.
But then I'm gonna try to come back Friday, or at the worst as early as I can on Saturday. But if you're around, I'd love to go to Chubsy's place. But we met Dylan, who's a Legions collector 321 or something like that on Instagram. But that was cool. Legends. They even had 3D printed heads there. And I actually didn't even like find out where they were from, but he has 3D printed heads right in the front case.
Legends collector.
Thank you, Ryan. They got some other like higher end pieces like these busts here. But
Yeah.
another thing that's cool, if you look in the background, some of the ceiling tiles, they have like crazy looking like things coming out of the ceiling at you.
That's awesome.
And that's on both sides. So that was pretty
awesome,
cool.
dude. Yeah, like I said, fantastic looking shop, dude. Like I said, I would totally fucking geek out in there big time, dude. That's freaking so amazing.
And then I just took a picture of this because I never got this NECA Elvira, and I want her. So I sent that to my. Well, actually, I sent her the wrong thing. Actually, I need to send it to my wife to let her know this is something else I want for my birthday.
There you go.
And I do have I don't know if I ever told this one before, but when this came out, I wanted it, and I was at a mall here in New Jersey, and they had an FYE, which I didn't even know those stores still existed. I don't even know if they had them out by you, Eric, or not.
I've heard of them. I don't think we have them out here, but I know what they are.
Yeah, but they have, so they're kind of like not a hot topic, but they're like a pop culture type store.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Interesting to me and us because they typically have like a modern action figure section, right? And this one did, which I was shocked by. And I was so shocked that even existed in real life anymore. I was like taking pictures of it. I was like, oh my God. I don't even remember if I got anything that day. But I didn't notice until I got home when I looked at the pictures that they had this figure there, and it was right in front of me. But there was so much stuff I didn't even see it. So
yeah,
I still have to get her.
Oh, that's funny.
This is what I did pick up. I picked up the Haya Predator. So this is a 4-inch scale Predator figure. This is not that one. This one is one that I got during one of those crazy Entertainment Earth sales at the end of the year. With a bunch of other stuff.
So Haya does 4-inch scale then, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've never checked out their product, or I've never seen them in person.
So I only knew them for their 4-inch stuff. They do like a ton of Predator. I think they do Alien too. But up until now, I'd only ever had one Haya figure, and that's the 4-inch scale glow in the dark RoboCop, and it's really good. It's articulation feels pretty good for a 4-inch figure. The glow in the dark is awesome. But so this is the first one that I'm getting. Other than that, and then you picked up something too, Ryan. What'd you get?
I got.
I don't want to lose any of this stuff.
I believe he's called Wrecker. From the RoboForce line.
Woo.
From the Cell company. It's a pretty sweet figure. It's a giant robot.
Oh, nice, dude. That thing is so sick.
Yeah, that just looks really just fun, big and chunky. Like,
yeah, it does, dude.
So seeing them online, I was like, oh, I mean, I guess it's cool that they decided to like bring it back and like change the design.
Now, what's that IP? I've never seen that before.
RoboForce.
I have never heard of it before either.
Oh, really? Oh, RoboForce. Awesome. They're the ones. They just kind of look. The vintage ones from the '80s just look like thermoses, kind of. So here, let me pull it out. So they really almost totally changed the design. The vintage ones just look totally wacky. Here, let me see if I pull one up. Maybe
speaking of cool robots, I know I showed you guys a picture of it, but I went down to my local hobby shop because I went to go research a light kit that I'm going to do for the '89 Batmobile. Once I get one in hand, I'm going to do a whole light kit with tail lights, headlights, and whatnot. So I went and bought a light kit for it. So this is the battery pack for it, and then I have the actual light kit with the LED lights. It comes with 2 yellow, 2 red, 2 white, and 2 blue lights with the kit. So that's all going to go inside the cockpit, and then for the tail lights and the headlights that I'm going to freaking redo on that thing once I get that machine in hand. And then while I was there, I mean, it was my local hobby shop that I spent many years as a Gundam builder in. And of course, I fell down the freaking rabbit hole that I've always fell down, and I saw this beast in there, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, I gotta have this. Look at that freaking thing, dude. The thing's freaking gonna be awesome. Total mech freaking anime style girl in like a mech spider suit. Like, come on, dude. How fucking cool is that, right?
And it's a model kit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a Gundam kit. Yeah, it's a Gundam. It's all fully articulated. I mean, once you put them together, they've got full articulation in them and stuff, and you can see all the. I'm gonna see if you can see all the different like variants you could like put her in, the variations and stuff.
Yeah, dude, that's sweet.
Yeah, it's
Like a
like
spider tank.
yeah, it's like a spider tank. It's like, come on, dude. Like, how can I pass on this, dude? And then, like I said, the cool little blue-haired, like anime style girl. I'm like, come on. Oh, this is so fucking cool. Yeah, and well, the girl that usually helps me that works at the store, she's like, you know you want it, right? I'm like, I know. I'm like, but I'm not here for that. She's like, just buy it. You know you're gonna buy it. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, God damn it, yes, I'm gonna buy it. Shit.
Okay, I have seen these before.
Oh.
I want to say I've seen those, but yeah, it's definitely something I didn't collect or get into, but but yeah, so that's what they are. They're like
Yeah.
those are the older ones, right? The little
Yeah.
ones that they look like the little thermoses or whatever.
Now they look like this.
Yeah.
So they had both of them there, and I just went for that
yellow one.
Yeah, because I just liked it. It had like the dirt on it. It looked like battle worn. That's why I
Yeah.
wanted it.
That's cool, man. So it's so cool. It's so cool to sometimes just pick up something at random that's like I said, totally not in your collection, or something that you like, a property that you have no idea what it is, but you see it and you're like, holy shit, that's so cool. Like, I gotta have it. Like, there was a Figma figure that I passed on, that I kicked myself in the ass for a while back, that I was gonna get, because I was picking up a couple different Figmas at the time, and there was one that I saw. It was like a Figma girl, and she's like, and you could easily find it. I don't know what the damn character name or what it is, but she's like a kind of like a manga style girl, but she's got a not a mech suit, but she's got like a suit on, but it's like it looks like a wasp.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I don't know.
Dude, that figure's so fucking cool. And I'm like, I had no idea what it was, but I saw it. I'm like, oh my God, I have to have this. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is, but I've got to have this. Like, this is so freaking cool. And my dumbass, the figure that I ended up buying that day was that Batman, that Demon Knight from whatever the fuck that thing was. And it has those, the only reason I bought that stupid figure was it's got that big, like, sick looking, like, that scythe that it comes with, that I put it with
Death
my
Knight?
hair. Yeah, Death Knight.
Okay. V
Yeah,
Toys,
yeah.
right?
V Toys, yeah. That's the figure I ended up buying from that shop. It was at Frankenstein's. But I saw that Hornet figure and I was like, oh my God. I was like, that's so freaking cool. I was like, what is this? Yeah, it was, like I said, but picking up cool, weird, like one-off shit like that, it's so cool, you know? Especially when it turns out to be a really cool figure, you know, like, that you could actually enjoy.
Yeah, so that's what I got.
Nice.
Well, I still haven't opened I got the Mondo animated X-Men version of Jubilee.
Ooh, nice,
Oh,
dude.
nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
she's sitting right over there. Man.
That's the 1/6 scale, right?
Yeah. So
yeah.
So this is sort of how that all happened. Was I've always really loved the way the Mondo animated version of Wolverine looked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they did the SDCC version where he's like laying on the bed with the picture.
Mm-hmm.
And the regular version, so the same exact figure, but not the SDCC version. So it wasn't in the box with the bed, but it was still the same figure with all the crazy accessories and stuff. Was part of, again, one of those sales, those crazy sales at the end of the year, where like I got them for like, I don't even know, $60, $70, like something crazy,
wow.
right?
Good deal.
And I was like, man, like Merman is the only Mondo figure I have, and I don't have any other 6 scale besides that. I've said that a million times. but I've always thought that like Wolverine looked so awesome, and I just love the way that Mondo does the animated style because they go all in. They don't screw around. I think one of the problems with like Marvel Legends and stuff when they do the animated version is they know like some people like it, some people hate it, so they try to like straddle the fence and make it animated version, but not go all the way. But Mondo, it's like it stepped off the screen. Like it's just all the little white spots and the black lining and everything. The way they draw something in animation to make it look like it's 3-dimensional, it's all there on the figure.
Yeah.
So when Mondo solicited the Jubilee, I thought she looked awesome. And again, from the animated cartoon, she's like the first episode of the cartoon is basically about her, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, she looks awesome. I'm going to order 2, and then maybe because she'll go with Wolverine and that'll be cool. So I pre-ordered her full price. And I ended up selling the Wolverine. I hadn't opened them yet, right? I had them for a while, and it was one of those. I'm like, all right, listen, I don't need to get a whole new line and a whole new scale to start, right? I'm like, let me just sell this guy. So I sold him, but then Jubilee showed up, and I'm like, she's so good. Like I'm telling you, I haven't even opened her yet, and I can tell that she's so awesome that I might just keep her. Like I might just keep one 6th scale animated X-Men figure, and it might be her because she's that good. Like I'm telling you, I loved the Wolverine. Like he's amazing. And if I had to pick one between the two of them, I would pick the Jubilee. Now I just got to make sure I don't start looking at the Magneto that's out there.
Yeah. Is it how many have they done? Have they didn't they do Cyclops as well, or they haven't done a Cyclops yet?
I don't remember if they did do Cyclops or not.
I know they also killed it with the Batman animated series Mondo figures, man. Those are fucking sick too, man. They just did the Harley Quinn, but they've done the Joker, they've done the Batman, they've done Mr. Freeze from the animated series, and they look fucking fantastic. They look so good. And like I said, if you're gonna get into like a 1/6 scale style animated style figure, I mean, like I said, Mondo is definitely the way to go.
Okay, let's
Speaking of the Mr. Freeze, I know his converted from Mezco. Did you see the Mr. Freeze from Mezco?
Don't talk to me about it, dude, please.
Yo,
Why?
Check it out, man. I think you're gonna like it.
God damn you.
Hold up.
Yeah, I have seen it, dude. I have seen it. It's fucking amazing, dude.
It looks like it's coming really soon.
Yep. Well, like I said, I still have plenty to trade, so that's like I said, sometimes that's the benefit of buying so many goddamn Mythic Legions figures is it's just money in the bank for other shit that I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like gonna be a great figure.
That looks fucking amazing, dude. Amazing. That's ridiculous. So good.
All right, I think I gotta hop off in a minute, guys.
Yeah.
All right. No worries.
But let me see if I can at least.
This one's been pushed back. I don't know how many times. Almost as much as the '89 Batman.
Yeah. And he lights up.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Look at his backpack. Yeah. So dope. Yeah. That's a winner right there. That head sculpt's freaking amazing.
This was another one. Like it just came out like when I was first getting into like Mezco and stuff.
Full on like, cosmic vibes too, man.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, dude, he'd be amazing.
Yeah. Little repaint or something on him. Yeah. I mean, that's a full on. An extra one of those would be a full on shoe in for cosmic. So fucking dope. I love the lights. It's so dope.
You know what's funny is I wouldn't call myself either a DC guy or a Marvel guy. I've always liked both for my whole life. Like growing up as a kid, like I loved like Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, and then X-Men, and I loved Batman, and I loved Super Friends, and I loved all that shit. I'm putting together, without thinking about it, a nice little Mezco DC collection now.
Yeah.
With awesome. I have that Christopher Reeve Superman. I have the Supreme Knight Batman. I have Darkseid. I have Dr. Fate. I was on the wait list for this guy right here, and he converted for me, so he's coming.
Nice.
So I am so excited for this guy.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be an amazing figure. Like I said, I'm sure someone will have an extra one for me. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay.
Freaking Mezco, dude. I can't believe I freaking fell headfirst into this damn rabbit hole too. Shit.
They're
I'm just
so
glad
good,
I'm not,
man.
No, they are, dude. They are. They're freaking amazing. And like
Mini
I said,
hot toys.
yeah, they are.
Toys.
They literally are. They are mini hot toys, and they're so much easier to display a lot of them instead of, like I said, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 hot toys, and it's like that's a full entire shelf. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it takes up so much fucking room to display them right and not have them all looking like a clusterfuck together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, boys. I got to sign off. Thank you for hopping in. Thanks for everybody for stopping by in the chat and saying hi.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate you.
It's been good to after we missed last week. It was good to get together again. And do not forget, special live next week for my birthday. My birthday is actually May 26th on Friday. So I think I want to do a live on Saturday. The only reason why I say I think is because there's an outside chance I might have to DJ that day.
Nice.
So that would be cool. It'd be the first time in a while.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
But if not, then I would definitely love to do a live. And if not Saturday, if you guys are available a different day, I'd love to.
If you guys send me the link, I'll definitely be at Frankenson's that day because I'm taking my boy for his birthday. His birthday's the week after.
That's right.
He's got graduation and all that shit going on. So he's like, "Hey, Dad, could we go to Frankenson's the weekend before for my birthday?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, we can go to Frankenson's." I'm like, "Let's go." So if you guys send me the link, I'll probably try to jump on mobile from my phone and yeah, I'll see if I can give you a little live broadcast and say what's up and happy birthday to you from live from Frankenstein. So yeah, definitely looking forward.
Happy
birthday, brother! Trevor's birthday is May 25th. That's freaking awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, let's do a little something. Let's hop on a live, have a couple of drinks.
Exactly.
But yeah, so that's next weekend. Thanks so much, guys, for giving us a little time, and Eric for letting me and Ryan sort of show you this Mr. Freeze for a little bit longer. Let you think long and hard about it.
Bastards.
I ordered a Hot Toys Batman for you, god damn it.
It's true. Well, I've acquired like 6 fucking Mezcos for you guys, so fuck off.
All right. Later, guys.
All right. See you guys later. Everybody enjoy, man. Peace.